another 4 years will soon be over. They will come out again and people will droop out. They forget about their year. Okay. They forget about suffering very quickly. It's like schools now. Look at all the schools they built inside bushes. Who are the people going to that classrooms now? Why didn't you take each local government, put one building there? Expand it. If you like, put your name Gadagba there. Instead of going to build school inside bushes. You know, in India, the first 1, 2, 3 story the first 3 floors in the hospital is for poor people. The 4th, 5th, and 6th is for multi-millionaires. So whatever money they collect from those millionaires, they use it for the people at the bottom. Anybody that cannot take 2, 3 people from the street and train them, then you are a nobody. You are nobody. Because the beauty of it is for you to be able to carry people, tune them up, and make them become something. They will never forget you. I was telling one of my sons, I said, come. When we're driving, I always tell them, I say, look, if they are to take every Nigerian to a psychiatric hospital, 99.999 of us have mental problem. We don't know it, but we do have. Because you can't live in a situation like this that you will not be frustrated. And when you're frustrated, you lose your common sense. Do we actually want to develop? Or everybody wants to come, eat what they can. When their 4 years is over, they will struggle again. If you are lucky to get another 4 years, they will chop again. I think we should stop all these things. Go to the road. There's no road that is good in Ogun State.
But if I don't talk about the road, when we were coming now, we nearly cried. You know, we at the time I nearly said we want to go back. Is it Super? Not even Super. When you pass from Ahmadiyya down, you start crying. That is part of Lagos. Then when you get to Toll Gate, you start weeping. Then when you now come to Songwater here, it's like you are lost. The roads are just like jungle. So Ali Shiba is just something else. And you are talking about the Igbisa. I've been there severally. Those are jungles. What is the problem with the road? And you are talking about going around doing your campaign. You know, if you go to Alagbole, you see a nightmare. The former governor, the one with the longest cap, the senator Agricola was doing a bridge there, and he abandoned that bridge, and that bridge has become it has gone comatose. It has turned the road to a nightmare up to Alagbole. I mean, these are roads that when there's rain, it's like your vehicle is swimming. I mean, even if you drive a Jeep, your mechanic will have to feed on you that week. You know, so what is the problem with democratic governance? Is it that there's no mental value or what? How can this popular road, Lagos Abeokuta road, down to E4, be so in a very disgusting manner? How? And there's a federal road. So what's going on? Because you are in the elite class, and we're supposed to complain to people like you. We are very embarrassed. We are very tired, and it's almost, it's disgusting.
When I was campaigning, I tell people that, look, this job is for everybody. If we come in, if we win this election, everybody is going to put hands on deck. We're going to work together. People don't want to hear that. Some people will tell me, Mommy, we need money, we need money. And I tell them, money will come, but not from me. And they will look at you and laugh. So one day, I decided to take NAPEP from my place here to the center. I was in the NAPEP, and the thing was going, and there were 3 women there, and they were swearing. This government, God will punish them, blah, blah. They were saying all kind of rubbish. And I look at the mama, Money mama, say, yes, Okomi, Money, when you voted, and we voted for APC now. We voted for them. I say, hey. I say, but how much did they give you? I say, Mommy, they only gave me 2,000. One say, no, our own area, now only 1,000 they give. I say, and now you are swearing for them. Your swearing can never work. The woman looked at me. I said, yes. I said, because they paid you off for 4 years. You can't swear for them and it will work. People that can swear for them that will work is those who never took 1 kobo from any of them. The woman kept quiet. They've bought it now. Somebody was telling me during the election to go and sell my house, to go and sell this. I said, for what? Because I want to go from certainty to uncertainty. I say I will not sell 1 pin. It's what I have.
Maybe you want to become governor of Ogun State.
Is it by force? You lay the card down on the table for the people.
You become the excellence.
This is the situation of things. If you want things to work, how can I promise you what I don't know? It's like going on a table. You are going to an office. You don't know what is in that office. And I'm promising you, don't worry, when I get there, I'll be giving you 10 million every month. Do I know what I have on my table when I get there? But you see, we are so gullible. In another 4 years will soon be over. They will come out again and people will droop out. They forget about their year. Okay. They forget about suffering very quickly. Everybody is blaming Buhari. Buhari has nothing to do with it. Look at what Amechi, this man, what's this man name in Port Harcourt is doing?
Nweke.
The
governor.
Yes, sir. And the other one too. They are developing their place.
The Bayelsa.
All of them are developing. Look at the roads they are making. Look at all the things they are doing. You will find out now, but many people will soon start going back to their home. Because what do we need? You need development, you need light, you need water. He's giving it to his people.
Infrastructure.
The infrastructure, everything is there. Look at during this COVID, he told the villagers that are selling goods, that are selling foods and everything, bring it. He bought it from all of them and start sharing it. Who are we buying from in Ogun State? I'm very disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm a realistic person. We have not developed at all. We're just fooling ourselves. And you see, another thing is there's no continuation. This government come and start something, he stops there. The next one will come. That's Hamosu's this thing. I will start my own. It's like schools now. Look at all the schools they built inside bushes. Who are the people going to that classrooms now? Why didn't you take each local government, put one building there? Expand it. If you like, put your name Gadagba there. Instead of going to build school inside bushes. We are selfish. We are very, very selfish. We don't consider, maybe because their children don't go to school here. Because if you have children that goes to school here, and one thing they forget is that these children will come back home. Oh, because all the things you are having, you are leaving it for your children. Oh, they will come back home. They will come back home. That time you might not be around, but they will come back home.
Talking about being indifferent and being lethargic and apathy for their homegrown development schools and all that. You look at the COVID, it appears that COVID has become an evangelist of change, because you see a lot of people, for instance, one of these richest men, I mean, a lot of them, I don't want to mention them here, got sick recently and they couldn't fly them out. One of the former governor in Ogun State that just passed away last week, they said they use private jet looking for a medicine in Bangladesh and some other places just to give him to resuscitate. Even the governor of Ogun State, I think the SSG died or somebody, they said they were looking for medicine in London, skyrocketing everywhere looking for medicine. I mean, all of them died because there is no homegrown what can I call it, health development, health system. So do you think COVID can reset the brain of these politicians, and do you think it is a development, a situation for them to get themselves, because you are a politician but unfortunately you are not a politician in that class?
Well, the thing is that I'm just hoping that this one will open their eyes for them to know that when you build a good standard hospital, it's not for the people you are building it. It's for yourself. If we have had, each state, if we have had good standard hospitals in this country, do you think they will die the way they're dying?
They died like Chikima. That's what I noticed.
They wouldn't have died like that. Go to any of our hospitals. There's nothing there. There's nothing. And you think hospital is only for poor people? It's a lie. It's for everybody. This COVID actually opened up a lot of things. It has opened a lot of things. And I hope they can sit down and think about it. Because whatever you are doing, you are not doing it for the people, you are doing it for yourself. Why are they all running to Ikoyi? One particular hospital, is it in Ikoyi? They said that hospital is.
First
that's where all of them go before they start that.
Yes, first something.
Why are they all going there? It's because they know the man has standard.
Yes.
So why can't you do it in public hospital? You know what Indian do? I had a friend that wanted to do it one time. They're Indians. You know, in India, the first 1, 2, 3 story building, the first 3 floors in the hospital is for poor people. The 4th, 5th, and 6th is for multimillionaires. So whatever money they collect from those millionaires, they use it for the people at the bottom. Why can't we do things like that?
Quality humanity, quality democracy.
Why can't we do things like that?
Better democracy in Nigeria.
Why can't we do it? Some people will be driving in a car. They're afraid when they see poor people. Don't stop, just go. Why? And those people that behave like that, go and look at their background. They have no background though. There was an area boy on the street. Most of them were area boys before. But they tuned themselves with our money. They too chop. So what's the big deal inside? To be poor is not a crime. That is the beauty of history. For you to lift yourself, this is how I made it. And people will be able to testify to it.
Inspire.
You inspire people that way. But in this country, everybody just want to be like this. Yeah, do you know who I am? And I'm going, excuse me? Who the hell do you think you are? Who are you? It's true. Anybody that cannot take 2, 3 people from the street and train them, then you are a nobody. You're a nobody. Because the beauty of it is for you to be able to carry people, tune them up and make them become something. They will never forget you. I tell my people that works with me, because I do recruitment, I say, look, when you go to factories, don't behave to those guys anyhow. There's a governor there, tomorrow governor there. There's a secretary there. There might even be a president there. It's the way you treat them. You don't know when you might need their help. But we don't look at it that way now. Everybody is like, I want to become minister. You know, some places I go, they still call me Your Excellency. They say Your Excellency, ma. I say Your Excellency, sir. Excellency does not take anything away from me. You too, you are an excellency. So, there's a lot of work for us to do. If they are ready to work, Nigeria can turn around in the next 2-3 years. It's so simple. You just have to have a leader that will lead.
But you see that in this democracy, this present one we're going.
This one, they're talking of 2023. They don't know what 2021 is going to be like. They're talking of 2023. How many people know that they are going to be alive in 2023? And they've started saving for it. They've started preparing for it.
You want to become president?
That's how foolish we are.
You want to become governor. It's one even want his son to be governor, he himself to become president.
It's good, no problem. Me too, I want my unborn baby to become president. We're just jivers. We're comedians. Honestly, we're comedians. Because you don't know tomorrow night what is going to end today. If they had told Ajumobi 2 months ago that he was going to die, he would have said they should go and lock you up. That you want to kill him. You see, this coronavirus has opened up a lot of things. You are seeing a man raping a child. Would you have known about it if there's no coronavirus?
No.
Before, they will go to a hotel where Ashewo are. They will do what they want to do and they will go. But now, there's no Ashewo in any hotel. I was telling one of my sons, I said, come. When we're driving, I always tell them, I say, look, if they are to take every Nigerian to a psychiatric hospital, 99.999 of us have mental problem. We don't know it, but we do have. Because you can't live in a situation like this that you will not be frustrated. And when you're frustrated, you lose your common sense. How to go about it? Everybody will say, God, God, God. God is not going to come down and come and do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. If you see all my young people, youths will come out of school now. University, you will serve everything. Then you sit at home. When I'm passing and I see youths hanging around, sitting down, I feel sad. Because it's not that they don't want to do something, no. It's that the opportunities are not there for them. I'm not saying don't steal Nigerian money. But when you steal Nigerian money, for God's sake, use it in Nigeria to develop for people like them to get somewhere to go. But when they steal money, go to Ghana now. The most beautiful buildings in Ghana belong to Nigerians. All these African countries now, they have gone there with our stolen money to go and develop the place for them. Why are they afraid of using that money to do something here for the youths?
But talking about the youths, you struck me again because you said you drive around and you see a lot of youths. In my own case, in our area, we see them smoking Indian hemp. Every morning, they're always loafing around and all that. But are you aware that some of these youths are now becoming what we call hush puppy stars? They're into Yahoo and they're making millions. I mean, hush puppy had just been arrested in Dubai after he was able to dribble the US government and was trying to, he took their $100 million actually, and I think he was trying to dupe another, which club? A club. No, he wanted to dupe a big club. Yeah. Yes, a club, you know, and they arrested him in Dubai. He and Woodbury and some other very tough guys who are buying. He just bought a Rolls Royce, Tulivan, and he has a serious. His garage is stocked with a lot of automobile, serious multi-millionaire grand machines and all that. And this guy was just captured, and the day was even captured. I think they made 35 billion in Nigeria, I mean foreign currency, but converted to Nigerian money, cash, in riyals, in dollars, in pound sterling, and a lot of guys, a lot of young Nigerians are driving pleasure. They want to be a star, like Hush Puppy. They want to travel. They want to eat the best restaurant. They want to hire a chopper to fly them. They want to go to the best environment, you know. So what do we do? How do we bring this genius? Because Hush Puppy is a genius who was frustrated, and he went and used his ingenuity in the wrong way.
You said it. He used his genuinity in the wrong way. You see, the thing is, patience. A lot of people don't have. When some people see me today, I'm riding a good car. They will say, that woman, I want to be like that woman. One day, somebody told me, say, Iyalode Timbati Dag, but when I grow up, I want to be like you. I said, well, you must be prepared to go through what I went through. And she said, my father made his own name. I have to make my own name. You see, a lot of these people give this youth wrong impression how they got their money.
That's bad education.
That is it.
Wrong impression of how they made their money. They didn't tell them the nitty-gritty.
Oh, I was reading Facebook. One man that ordered something and they took it to the house and he kills them and throw them in the septic. The kids, the other grown-up ran away. But the other children said, when we tell daddy will beat us. You are killing people in front of your children. That if they tell anybody you will kill them, you do what you did to that man.
I think the news is in the Nation newspaper today.
For God's sake, what pleasure do you derive in that? You ordered something you cannot afford. You collected it. Let the man go. You now kill the man and throw him in the septic.
Bury evidence.
And they've been doing it for so many years. So many years. But they've forgotten Judgment Day. Judgment Day is coming. We're getting closer to it.
Don't you think this corona is even almost like a judgment day? Because when a lot of rich people are sick and they say, doctor, and before you know it, they are dead. Is that not judgment day? That is a nightmare, man.
Look at what are they doing for the doctors? When you look Europe, you see corona centers. You see the way doctors and nurses are walking around the clock, trying to save life. How many of them in Nigeria are trying to save life? They're just doing their duty. And if their duty is going to make them lose their life, they would rather stay at home. Nobody takes care of them.
No insurance.
Because when something happens to them, nobody takes care of them.
Forthcoming. And that's why it's not happening.
That person to die for this country.
To be committed.
Even your governor, if your governor know that death is coming, he will run away. That's the gospel truth.
You jump from the window, man. Escape from the executive. Oh my God.
You see, we have to go back to the basics. Nigerians, we're just picking. We give the youth wrong impression. They open the TV, they see, what do you call his name? And then he goes there and he drives Rolls Royce. I heard he changed one tire for how many million? He changed rim. 2 million, how many million? They said, for God's sake.
He pays his driver 700,000. He pays his washerman 250,000.
For God's sake. Is that life? When that money finishes, where did it start from? Who was he 10 years ago?
He was selling Okrika in Lagos Island. Was selling club before he went to Malaysia. From Malaysia across to Dubai.
What education background does he have? No. But he learned computer. Computer is the in thing of stealing now. Some of them don't have this, but they know how to operate computer.
He was hacking. He hacked when money are coming from anywhere. He put an account there, the money entered the account, then the wire. This is wire, living things.
So why can't government use those kind of people? If they are that intelligent.
Because there was no encouragement.
That's why all our youth coming out of school now, we see that on TV. Say, hey, it was one of my sons that was telling me, Mommy, he's a multi-billionaire. I said, how did he get him money? They now told me. I said, oh, so because of that, he's your idol. He said, no, Mommy, but you know, the boy is thinking rich. The boy is... He
buys Gucci. Everything is Gucci. Everything from his clothes to his bags to his shoes, Gucci.
That's what I was telling somebody.
Rolls Royce are his car, brand and Ferrari and all the rest.
That's what I told somebody.
America busted him 2 weeks ago. The FBI.
That's what I told somebody. I said, look, you are talking of Gucci now. He's wearing Gucci, he's wearing this. When Igbo's maid started, you see, we've gone wrong, Goni. When Igbo maid started, the government should have called them, encouraged them, pump money into them.
Aba maid?
Yes. They would have gone better. They would have grown by now. But when everybody, no, I don't want Aba made. When I go and buy part, they will tell me, this is made in England. This is Aba made. This. I say, you see that Aba made? That's the one I want. And they will not want to give you because they know they are lying. Our orientation is not properly directed. Go to some places now, ask them, who's your governor? They will say, waiting be governor. Some villages. But they went there to go and campaign. No. They will just gather crowd for them. They don't know why they're there. When they are going, they will give them 500 naira. All right, sir. Yes, sir. Tuale Baba. That's all. When are we going to stop all that? When are you going to stop enticing people with food?
I want to ask you this question before we round up. Do you think it is the process of picking a leader that is having the accident, or do you think our process of picking a leader, when you say you are picking somebody to come and rule, and they will say Baba Sokwe Aswaju lo la ma lo, Baba Sokwe la ma lo, and the person is now thrown to people that I consider as hawks, the political hawks. We are going to take this, take that from me. And by the time the person gets to that position, is fagged out. There is nothing again. Everybody's asking him, mandate Lushibai, justice Lushibai, and before you know, you just settling mandate for the next 4 years, settling justice for the next 4 years, settling party A, party B, this family, that family. Is it that our political process of choosing leaders is one that is wrong? And how do you think we can ameliorate this?
You know, in those days, we used to have what you call town hall meetings. It's from that town hall meetings, all the chiefs will be there, the stakeholders will be there. Is there you pick your people that you want them to represent you. When did we lose that one? This is the person we want to represent Ado-Odo, South Ado-Odo, or we want this one to represent this place. And then everybody will vote on it. Because they know their background. They know the father, they know the mother. They know his background. That if he's going off rail, they will go and meet his mother and his father. Oh, yakpomo eko sofun. But now somebody is living on your street, he's waka with slippers all over the place. They will bring him to you and mommy they vote for him, he gets in. The moment he gets in, after 6 months, he will move away from this street. Because now the street is no more good for him.
Build the house in Aja or like?
No, he's living in one room here before, or room and parlor. He will now move away, go and rent flats somewhere. Then he was working with leg before, then he will buy Tokumbo. Then when the road is not good, he will now buy Tokumbo Jeep. Then the street is no more. Can you locate them? Like now I was asking them, who is representing us in Ali Shiba? They will say, hey, he's one man, he's no more here. So who do people go and meet?
We don't even know our councillors again.
Don't know them again.
The councillors, there's no even, you don't even know who is your councillor now.
How can you know him?
Even the local government chairman, you go to his house, you see arrays of cars, automobiles. One local government chairman in my area, one day I went to his house, I saw Homer inside the house, and the next thing you see is bag of rice. Chiefs.
See, we're too materialistic. We are materialistic. They've made us to believe in material things. Nobody is content with what they have anymore. Everybody wants to ride the best car they want. Somebody saw me one day, I was riding Okada. I said, mommy, what you? I said, why? Then I came down and joined the bus. I wanted to go. Where was I going? No, toll gate or something. Yeah, well, boss. Money, what is wrong in me entering bus? No, but what is wrong in it?
You were shocked.
Why should they be shocked?
Because of your caliber and your status.
What is the status, for God's sake?
Because you're a rich woman and you are famous for it.
I'm famous for being rich.
Yes, they know you to be a rich woman.
She's famous.
And they know that you have your drivers, you have your security people.
PDT. That's why most of them cannot fit into a particular place anymore. They get scared. There are some of them when they're driving or when they hear cockroach, they say, yeah. What is that? Who have you wronged? Somebody came to my house and saw my door open and said, are you sure that woman lives here? They say, yes. Where is the police people? She says she don't have police. Say she don't have police. She don't have police. She doesn't have police. They say no. She doesn't believe in police. And that's the gospel truth. Throughout my campaign, I did not have one single policeman in my vehicle. I want you to vote for me. I want to work for you. Why do I want to come with police to come and make gra for you?
There was one of your colleague, is a male. Anywhere you go in those local governments, they were always shooting off guns. People will fall on the floor. Some will lose their ribs. There will be pain after he has left.
Check his background.
No, they say it was always with whiskey. He will throw money. Everything, there will be crisis.
Did he work for the money?
It's quite unfortunate, man.
Did he work for the money? Look, my brother, you see, we believe so much in materialistic things. And that's why we can never move on. Because you are looking at somebody riding Rolls Royce, riding this, riding that, and you are saying, when my money come, now this car go buy. Is that the in thing? Why don't you say, when I have money, there are some schools I want to go to. Like my NGO, I do a lot of things for them. Yeah. There's one school now, I went to do tree planting for them about 2 years ago. Every time I pass there, I see the way they are guiding their tree. Because what I do is first, second, third in each class, I give them award and I give them cash, they're student. So when I go there and we plant tree, class 1, class 2 to 6, and then their teachers, and those people are really taking care of those trees. One day I was driving towards what do you call it? Iyalode. Okay. And I saw those trees. They put tire around it, and the thing has started growing. It makes me feel so happy. One day I'm just going to go to that school, ask for the principal, and say, come, I want to come and make borehole for your school here. It will make them feel good. I will say, do you know why? Because I've seen your tree growing. When you want to do something for somebody, you don't tell them, I'm going to do this. Just go there and say, I'm ready to do this thing for you.
That is the kind of politician that you are. And which a lot of Nigerian politicians are not.
And that will make them happy. And when I do that, I vanish again. You see, if we don't take care of these people on the road, these people on the street, you don't take care of them, they're going to be our doom tomorrow. Because they are seeing everything that is going on. They are seeing the way we are doing things. And when the chips come down, these are the people you want to use. And the moment you use them, you dump them. They should be careful.
Now, before I go to the political aspect and I round up, I want to ask you this very strategic question. All this bad road on Lagos-Agricola Express Road and some of the interiors in Ogun State, which Governor also promised that he has done, and we discovered he didn't do. Now, you see a lot of big people. What's really get me so mad? They drive siren, very beautiful cars, and they maneuver into the hole, into the water, into everything. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. The road is still like that. How does it affect you as someone that is close to that class? You between the lowest and the lowest of the society and the high.
Do they pass the roads anymore?
They still pass too.
They don't pass the road anymore. They use chopper. Their vehicle might be passing because their vehicle wants to go and wait for them somewhere. But they themselves, they use chopper. So how can they, before, when they are driving and when they get to the office the same day, the following day, that road, you people should go and repair it. They will go and repair. But now they don't pass the road anymore. So how do you want them to know how we feel? How do you want them to know how we feel?
You mean they see you chopper even in this COVID?
Oh yes, they use chopper now.
So those boys that are passing cannot tell their guy that Onoyin, that's how, because the other day the IG of police came to this state to come and launch something. That is, I think, the 100 days of Governor Ado-Odo, and I want to believe you were there. The IG, I was happy when I saw his cars, convoys coming from Rita Mohammed for pass, and I was saying it that maybe we tell them. So the IG was not even in those vehicles.
The vehicle went to wait for him at the airport.
I'm embarrassed.
They can't be in that vehicle. If he stays on that vehicle, he's going to the governors. Where is he going to pass? How long is he going to take him to pass? And they must not be late for the governors 100 days. What are we celebrating? My brother, when we talk of Nigeria, they will say other African countries. Go to other African countries. Go to Cotonou there.
But I've always been to Cotonou, and it's a very wonderful case study.
So
we sleep in our hotel. We don't even lock our doors in Cotonou here.
We're law breakers in this country. We break every law.
Every law available. Even the one on the table, the one under the table.
We break it. When there's traffic, you say road is not good. Okay, 2 lanes we're going. Somebody all of a sudden will just go zoom, making 3 lane. Then everybody follow 3 lane. Then that one too, we see the 3 lane is not going. Boom, making 4 lane on 2 lane. Oh, and then they are blaming the government. Are they the one driving? I was telling my children, I said, come. It took me 4 months in America to study my road traffic law in America before I could get my driver's license. I had to go read and read and read and read because I wanted to go one time and make sure. I did my practical, I did my oral. Well, after my oral, they did practical for me. You come back straight. They will tell you whether you fail or you pass. When they tell you, congratulations, you can go and get your driver's license. Immediately, you will get your driver's license. But here, I've applied for my driver's license more than 2 years. It has expired. I have to go and do again. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? And these are parasitos that government is pumping money into.
And when you get to this parasita, you see them with very big stomach, no action, nothing going on. Everything is confusion from the immigration to the federal road safety. You see them going from office to office. Everything end up in Egunja and all the rest. And there's nothing going on. They just say, come back for your problem. We're still looking at it. Come back. You keep coming back. You keep coming back and coming back.
Then you hand over envelope.
I can't understand.
That's even if you want to demonstrate, if you want to decorate it. You see, the thing is like, it boils down to the same thing. They are seeing their colleagues building mansion, riding big cars. They too, they want to ride it. And they believe the only way, they know the way he makes the money is like police. And then they will say, Oga sent us on the road. And Oga will say, I did not send you on the road. But at the end of the week, the month.
Oga's package.
Somebody came to me and said, Iyalode, you people are close to the police. I said, come. Everybody should be close to police. I'm not the only one that is close to police.
If I let me tell you,
have anything to say, go and say it to them.
If I let me tell you, in Meron area, I went to somebody's house and their boys smoking Indian hemp. And we decided to practicalize this. I told him that, I said, these police are aware of what's going on. So we used a phone line to call the DPO of that Meron police. There's a lady. And we told her, send your boys. We gave the direction where they were smoking. The lady send them. Then later, the lady called us that the men said they've been calling our number. We never pick on. We said it's a lie. Nobody called our number. Then later, the guy called us, say, Moti Wambi, come out, come and see us. And we told him, I said, this is an undercover report. We gave you information. You don't expect us to come and see you, so that you now hand over, you now make our life, you now hand over to the danger zone. So eventually, he said, we have gone there, we didn't see. He wanted to get angry. And I said this on phone. I said, look, I'm going to write your name down and we're going to broadcast this. These boys are there. This is the place they are. You are hiding out that place because you know them. Eventually, we told the boss. The boss now say, oh, she's sorry. She will tell to them. Before we knew it, they got there and they were negotiating with the Igbo people. The one was saying, hey, arrest me now, you know, all those kind of things. And eventually they couldn't arrest. They went back to the station because we learned that there is an economic cooperation between the police and those Igbo people there. So how do we get out of this now?
My brother, it's only God that can answer that too. I swear to God. There's so many things happening that I don't understand. I cannot, me as a person, I cannot say this. Somebody was saying, mommy, you have to go in again, come 2023. I said, I said, even if they hand it over to me like this, I will tell them, sorry, take it back. Because where are you going? Where do you want to start from? How many months or how many years did this man locked up Benga Daniel's hotel in Abeokuta?
His Excellency Bikule Amosu.
Today, the guy is functioning.
Well, before we ask the final question, I heard, and I want to confirm from you, I'm going to ask the last question now, that the governor of Ogun State wants you to be on his board, he wants to give you a commissionership job, and you are not taking it. We had it, and we said, we don't want to tell you on phone, we said when we meet you, we're going to ask you this question. Is it true that you don't want to join the governor? Because the governor, according to what I heard, saw all we are doing, and some people said, oh, this woman can also contribute. But is it that they didn't tell you, or they told you and you are rejecting it? And if it is true, will you go join them to help them to transform this Ogun State, since you are compassionate and you are very well to do and down to earth with the poor people?
Well, I'm hearing it for the first time. It's like you asking me, if the governor calls me to be on his board, what would I do? Well, first of all, if I know the sincerity in it, and if I know that they actually really wants to turn Ogun State around. Oh, wow. As long as they don't put politics into it, I'll go out of my way to see what I can do to assist. But you know, when in a situation like this, there are so many forces around them that even when you come on board, everybody will believe you join their forces. And I'm not ready to join any forces. If I'm going to be given a free hand to work, I want to work. I will work with them. But if it's just to use me to make a point, then I won't. You see, I've always believed in everybody putting hands on deck. But you have to look at the caliber of people that are surrounding him. No, there are very few of them that genuinely wants to work. Some of them are there just to make money back from the money they have spent. When you spend money, you spend it, it's gone, let it go. You start making another one. Not when because you want to get into the government, you now want to make the money you have used, you want to get it back tenfold. It doesn't make sense. That's why I tell people, I only spend the money I could afford to spend during politics. I wasn't going above my means. It was my allowance my children were giving me that I use in playing politics.
Allowance that your children are giving you, so it was sincere money. It was not raking. You didn't sell your property.
I did not take it from nobody. I did not.
You didn't take bank loan. And you didn't have to cut people's head to make sacrifice.
Well, Nigeria is a beautiful place. It's a wonderful place. All we have to do is just to have a change of mind. For people to have change of mind. Do we actually want development? How do we want the development to be? Our education system is running down. Any child that is doing well in school now is not because what the school is putting into him. It's what that child is trying to put into he or herself. But let's keep on praying. We have prayed and prayed and prayed. We don't even know what prayer we're going to pray to God anymore. honestly, because Nigeria is, God has spoiled us. I keep on telling people, the Lord has spoiled Nigerians. We don't know the value of what God has given us. I'm sure sometimes God will sit down and say, look at this, my creator, for God's sake. These people I created, I've given them everything. What are they doing with it? Now that oil is no more, well, oil is not, what are we looking forward to now?
They are looking forward to politics, and the youth are looking forward to Yahoo. Then some are Naira Malians and all the rest.
And that's what the youth out there sees, and they want to follow their footsteps.
Anyway, on the last note, Ma, I want to ask you, between these two ministries, which one would you like to take? Because we look at you from outside, we said this woman should be good for Ministry of Humanitarian and maybe social development and all that. I mean, if you can be so down to earth and you like to take care of the ordinary people, give the poor food to eat and all that, somebody like you should be in that kind of regard. Or the DG, National Orientation Agency. You know, orientation is almost like food to the heart. If you give people the right orientation from time to time, if you tell people what to do, I think in those days in the 80s, we have those organizations running and people listen to things. They have full knowledge about governments, about the policy of government and how they can key into it. But today everything is comatose. You are not hearing anything. I mean, DSTV, GoTV increased from 1,900 to 2,400 and something, and nobody tells you. You just go there. They say the 2-3 months you paid for, they've used your money to kill the other 2 months that they've just increased. I mean, no orientation, nobody's telling you anything, and nobody can sue them. Things just go banana in this country. So, Ministry of Humanitarian Activities or DG, National Humanitarian Agency, which one do you think fitting you, and which one do you think you can help this country to grow?
Now you are putting words into my mouth. I don't like big names. DG, this, that. Just tell me, look, this is the side I want you to do for me. Don't give me title. And I will tell you, okay, but you have to give me a free hand. Because you see, when you are doing very well and other people sees it, they want to put you down. Governor, that woman, she's too stubborn. No, she's... I don't like titles. And it's not only... There are so many people that can do the job.
But you're compassionate.
Yeah, that is it. There are many people who are compassionate like me. Like, if I do get any appointment, I know some people I'm going to bring in, that we're going to rub minds together. It's not for one person to do it.
So it's not the starting.
No. It's the end result that matters. But you see, everybody believes when you're in government, all it takes is just money. Nigeria now, everything is money. Even you call a small child now to go and buy something for you, it comes back with 50 naira. You say you should keep that 50 naira, it will look you like this. Next time you call him, he will dodge you. But if you send him something of 50 naira, he brought 450 naira back, and you say, no, keep the change. Before you call him the following day, he will be the first person that will come. So, there's so many things that have scattered.
Oh, God.
It has scattered.
So we need to reschedule our orientation. We need a lot.
We need a lot of jobs to do. You need to call some people back home. You need to start from the streets. All those boys on the streets, most of them have wives and children at home. But that's the only way they can do their living. One day I was in a vehicle with my friend. I was going. When I got to Joju, some boys came and I wind down. Oremi, ma wind down. I said, why? No, money, no, don't worry. Yawa, kiniko money, ori okpe. Oh, lo church leni abi. Mommy, I lost church leni. I will pamphlet talk with fun wari o. Kiniko. Mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbà pé. Ó ní nǹkan báyìí náà sọ ní church leni. Mo ní okay, mo ní mo gbà pé lọ sí church. Ó yá gbà. Ẹ má fowó mi mú gbọ́. Ọmọ tó bá fowó mi mú gbọ́ wo. Èpè. Ṣé mo àwọn náà máa ń ṣépè fún wa ni tá bá fowó yín mú gbọ́. Oúnjẹ là ń lọ fowó yín jẹ. That is it.
That is... You had a real rapport with them.
I have rapport with them. They're human beings like me and you.
Which the high and mighty try to avoid, run away from.
Look, if you call some of those boys and you talk to them, you will find out that most of them have a lot of on this head. It's circumstances that turn them. It's the society that turned them to be what they are. That's the gospel truth. It's society. When you want to do politics now, they will call all of them. They will do toggery for you. Ha ha. They will give them money. And after politics, you just dump them. So what do you want them to do? Not that after politics, you now create a center for them. That, okay, it be by you. Like, I'm teaching some people, I'm doing some orientation thing, but I don't make noise about it. When you give somebody work, you teach them handwork. You have given them everything. I wish I can do more, but I can only do what my power can do. Like I said, I'm a politician without money. But the little I have, I share with people. That is me.
But we need to thank you for this one. This has been another very wonderful experience with the Chief Dr. Jackie Adunni Kassim. We wish that next time we look for you, it will not be tough again. It will not be rigorous for you to.
Give me 1 month notice, and I will schedule myself.
Yes, for you to help us to interject, act as an interventionist in national issues, because at times you need to talk all these things. Maybe when or if those in power here, maybe they can take some decision, maybe they can know that somebody is saying something somewhere, because it appears that all of them are fast-tuned into their elitist room. They don't see what's going on when they're in Abuja. They don't know what's going on in Agege, in Yanakbaja, in Igbesa, in Ojokoro, in Ijoku. So
I don't know. That's why sometimes I like to ride Okada. I like to go places where people will not recognize me. That's the only way you can know what is biting into the people. It's not by when So
thank you so much, and God bless you. I wish you've been able to hear a lot from Chief Dr. Jackie. Yeah, for Jackie. I want to thank you so much for this time, and you had a lot. Till we bring another very inspiring personality to you on South Africa. Keep watching. God bless you. Goodbye.